It's the Lunch Show with Chad Summers. Fasten your seatbelts for the greatest radio show in the world, ever. And now, the host of the Lunch Show, Chad Summers.
All right. Welcome to the Lunch Show, everybody. My name is Chad Summers. I'm your host. Today is October 24th, 2023. Happy National Bologna Day. Yep, Bologna's got a national day. Before we get into the show, I just want to say that you can always email me at chadslunchshow@gmail.com. Please subscribe. That's very helpful. Click notifications, whatever. I mean, all the different platforms have different things, so do whatever supports us on that platform. All right, here we go. Let's get into the birthday. We only have one. Drake is 36. Also on this day in history, 1945, United Nations was established. In 1940, the 40-hour work week went into effect under the U.S. Fair Labor Standards Act of 1938. I think it's fair. 1929, today was Black Thursday, the first day of the real panic of the Depression. Basically, the first day of the Depression. 16 million shares, stock shares, were sold that day. Everyone was dumping their stocks. Oh, tough time in the old US of A. In 1992, the Toronto Blue Jays defeated the Braves, making them the first Canadian team to win the World Series. Well, I mean, I think if it's going to be called the World Series, you should let people from other countries participate, so that's cool. We've got breaking news. This one from Fox News. Louisiana super fog pileup on interstate leaves 7 dead, 25 injured, over 150 vehicles damaged. At least 7 people were killed and 25 others hurt in a crash involving 158 vehicles on Interstate 55. That is major. Is a major disaster there. That's devastating. That reminds me of the one in Tennessee in 1990, which was a man-made fog from a factory, it turns out. But on that one, 99 vehicles were involved, 42 injured, and 12 killed. That was just a sickening sight. I saw a document. I remember it coming out in the news. And then I remember just a couple years ago, I saw a documentary on that one, and it was terrible, absolutely terrible. Fog came out of nowhere. But read up on this one at Fox News if that interests you. I saw a picture of it. It's terrible. Moving on, ABC News. Another uplifting one. Sorry, I mean, that's just how it is. This one from ABC News. 1 killed, 4 injured in fountain electrocution incident at Florida shopping center. This took place in Harborside Place in Jupiter, Florida. I guess these people were just playing in a fountain. Kids like fountains, you know. But, you know, when these fountains have these lighting systems, you know, you can just see how this could happen. So, I don't know. It's just sad. It's just sad news. That's all there's to it. One person was killed. Here's one from Reuters. Brazen ambush leaves at least 13 local police dead in Mexico. Yeah, this is down in Mexico City. They heard the police got reports of gunshots ring out, and they went and, you know, follow up on the report, on the complaint or whatever, and got gunned down. 13 killed. That's because Mexico's not run by the government. Well, it is. It's just that the government is drug cartels. All right, we've got one here from Business Insider. The U.S. wants a Russian oligarch seized $300 million super yacht that features an infinity pool, a movie theater, and a helicopter pad. Oh man, that's the headline right there. I'm going to read a little bit of this. It's pretty fascinating stuff. Federal attorneys want to have a Russian oligarch's $300 million super yacht forfeited to the U.S. over a year after it was first seized by Fiji authorities after the war with Ukraine broke out. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams on Monday filed a civil forfeiture complaint against the Amadia, an extravagant 348-foot-long luxury, they call it a ship here, that U.S. officials allege is owned by billionaire Suleiman Karimov. At that size, it is a ship, but if it's privately owned, we call them yachts. So the Amadia features a helicopter pad on its foredeck, a mosaic-lined swimming pool at the rear, fire pits, and an outdoor movie theater. Last I checked, bonfires on yachts are not a good idea. I'm just saying. Karimov was initially sanctioned in 2008. And that was exactly what sanction means. I know it means restricted, but what kind of restrictions Karimov had with this sanctioning, I'm not sure of. But Karimov was initially sanctioned in 2018 over his ties to Russian President Vladimir Putin, Williams wrote in court filings. Yet in 2021, he worked out a deal to buy the yacht through a series of corporate entities to obscure who owned the vessel and violated sanctions by having more than $1 million in maintenance work done on the ship, the court documents allege. Where was the work done? That's what I don't know. The yacht was initially seized by Fiji authorities after it raced into the Pacific Ocean when the war with Ukraine broke out, according to a BBC report published in November 2022. So basically, they trying to go off the radar. They're going into, they call it going black, I believe. And these yachts can sit out there in the ocean. They've got massive fuel capacities, and they can just sit out in the ocean. It's like a little island, and hope this all blows over. It has not blown over yet, so they're still dealing with that. All right, we've got a story from Newsmax. This is actually kind of a good news one. It's not the official good news story that we have at the end of every episode, but this one's pretty good. Short sleep duration increases risk for depression. I know you can't just adjust how long you sleep. It's not, the easiest thing in the world to do. But if you can start sleeping longer, it looks like it might help your depression issues if you have some. It looks like under 5 hours a night is not good, and it's more, it could increase your chances of getting depression. So yeah, sleep more if you can. Going from 4 hours a night to 8 hours a night overnight is probably not realistic, but see if there's some sleeping enhancement pills you could take to help that, maybe. I don't know. Folks, you know what time it is? It's good news time, which means it's the last story for the day. That's how we roll here. All right, this one's from the Good News Network, and it's an animal story, so we love those. We love animals here at the show. Don't own any, but we still love them. All right. Minnesota Cat Sanctuary unveils new outdoor playground for feral rescues. People care about them. So I'm going to read a little bit about this one. Come down and chip in on the old farm. The Furball Farm, that is. This is the outdoor cat shelter at Furball Farm in Faribault, Minnesota. The staff and volunteers built this impressive outdoor structure to allow their dozens of feral rescues a place to play and learn to be around humans. That's absolutely awesome. Most of the cats at Furball Farms were once unapproachable and definitely untouchable, CBS reports. But now the majority love human visitors. Ooh, that's serious, CBS reports. But now the majority love human visitors. Founder Julie Maverts, who started the farm in her separate garage 6 years ago, says the outdoors is where most feral cats will have grown up. But allowing them to enjoy nature, wind, sun, and bird song with love Gentleness and affection has been a great sort of rehabilitation. Quote, we will only accept cats from clinics, rescues, impound, humane societies that are deemed unadoptable due to behavior, the site states. That's so awesome. Julia has taken in hundreds of strays and gotten hundreds adopted, thanks to donations. She's able to provide low-cost spaying and neutering as well as flea and deworming treatments. Yeah, you'd have to have every cat that you put in there spayed and neutered prior to putting them in there, else it would be an absolute mess. But that is so cool, man. I think every town should have one of these places. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. We will be back Friday. I hope you have a nice week. And until Friday, keep pressing on in your life. Peace out.
All right, folks, that's it for the lunch show today. Don't forget to come back every Tuesday and Friday for new episodes. And don't forget to like, share, tweet, subscribe, friend, listen, email, and tell your friends and family about us. We need every single one of y'all. Thank you in advance for your support, and I hope you all have an awesome day.
You just listened to The Lunch Show.